Tonight's first crime insight crosses the U.S.-Mexico border. Chad Eberly, a 35-year-old Texas police officer and Army veteran, has been arrested after Mexican authorities accused him of killing 3 people and critically injuring the mother of his child in Saltillo, Mexico. Authorities say the July shooting erupted during a dispute over Eberly allegedly attempting to take his 3-year-old son without permission. He then allegedly fled with the child, setting off a manhunt that ended when officers intercepted him near the border as he attempted to return to Texas. Investigators say the violence happened inside a residence in Saltillo. 3 people were killed. They were identified as Ana Laura de Leon Morin, 44, Laura Jacqueline Morin de Leon, 22, and Emmanuel Montero Gomez, 44. The 26-year-old mother of Eberly's son was also shot and remained critically injured in the latest reporting. Mexican prosecutors allege the confrontation began after Eberly was denied permission to take the 3-year-old child. After the shooting, authorities say Eberly left with the boy in a Chevrolet Silverado. The child was not physically harmed. Investigators tracked the pickup toward the United States. Mexican authorities arrested Eberly near the International Bridge at Piedras Negras, across from Eagle Pass, Texas. The child was placed in protective custody. Eberly was transferred to the Saltillo Men's Penitentiary and faces accusations of femicide and qualified homicide under Mexican law. At the time of the allegations, Eberly was an unpaid reserve officer with the Santa Ana Police Department. He had previously worked in several Texas law enforcement positions. This case raises a major jurisdiction issue. The alleged killings happened in Mexico. That means Mexican prosecutors take the lead. Eberly's American citizenship does not automatically move the case into a Texas courtroom. U.S. officials can provide consular assistance and coordinate with authorities, but Mexico controls the prosecution for crimes allegedly committed on Mexican soil. And the designation of femicide is especially significant. Mexican law recognizes femicide as the intentional killing of a woman under circumstances connected to gender-based violence. Investigators will therefore examine the relationship history and alleged custody conflict alongside the physical evidence. Could the United States demand that Eberly be returned?
Not simply because he is American. Mexico generally has jurisdiction over crimes committed in Mexico. Any transfer would depend on Mexican law, treaties, and decisions by prosecutors and courts.
First, a custody confrontation allegedly occurred. Second, gunfire left 3 people dead and another woman critically injured. Third, Eberly allegedly fled with his 3-year-old son. Fourth, Mexican investigators launched a manhunt. Fifth, authorities tracked the vehicle toward the border. Sixth, Eberly was intercepted before returning to Texas. Seventh, he was jailed in Mexico while the child was placed in protective custody. 1. The condition of the surviving woman. 2. Forensic evidence from the residence. 3. The exact custody history. 4. Whether Mexican prosecutors add charges. 5. Whether Texas reviews Eberly's previous law enforcement employment. A Texas police officer is now sitting inside a Mexican prison accused of killing 3 people during an alleged custody dispute and fleeing with his young son. The child survived. 3 adults did not. And because the alleged crime occurred in Mexico, Eberly could face justice under an entirely different legal system.